Whoa, what's down? Listen to this fool.
You see, they laughing at me. You heard them, they scream at me. They bully me. They bullied me backstage. They said, don't go out there with that hat on. They bullied me backstage. They bullied me. And then they say, I'm in a sunken place. You want to see the sunken place? Okay. I'm going to listen to y'all now. Or I'm going to put my Superman cape on. Because this means you can't tell me what to do. Follow your heart and stop following your mind. That's how we're controlled. That's how we're programmed. If you want the world to move forward, try love. Thank y'all for giving me this platform. I know some of y'all don't agree, but y'all be going at that man neck a lot, and I don't think it's actually that helpful. Try love.
And here we go again with Kanye West. First of all, he says that they bullied him backstage, told him he couldn't wear that hat. And the first thing I'm thinking is you wasn't really bullied. Because what bullies do is punch you in your eye and make sure you don't make it to the stage with that hat on. Bullies force people to do either what they say or what they want them to do. So you wasn't bullied by SNL. They just suggested that you not wear that hat. You understand what I'm saying? And then he went on to take off his hat and say, I'ma listen to y'all. Ain't nobody say shit. Then he said he gonna put back on his Superman hat because that hat mean you can't tell him shit. And that shit made a lot of sense to me. That mean that's why Trump don't hear what people who don't agree with his ideology says, you dig? Or that's why people who follow Trump don't want to hear what nobody else say. It's because they Superman. And that hat means you can't tell them shit. Because they super Americans with they super cape on. Like he referred to it as his cape. His Superman cape is what that hat was. And then he went on to say, fucking try following your heart, not your mind. Try love. That's how they control us. If you want to move forward, try love. You know what happened when you use your heart? When you use your heart, you end up on your land, seeing people that don't quite look like you. But you teach them how to live. You let them blend in with society and even learn your way of living. And then you know what they do? They enslave you and wipe you off your land. And then they take you to other lands and enslave you. That's what they do and have done from history. They take your heritage. They take your language. They ban the drum. That's what they do when you're using your heart. But when you're using your mind, you know what the hell gonna happen? We don't know them. We probably should be armed and see what these people talking about before we just bring them on in. We should scope them out, see how they move. You understand? Make sure that they don't want to wipe us out. When you're using your mind, that's the type of shit that happen. But he want us to try love. See, that's how they always get you with that love shit. How you gonna love people who say that they wear hats that mean you can't tell them nothing? You supposed to love them people? Is he serious? You supposed to use your heart and listen to people who say, I got on a hat that means you can't tell me nothing. My Superman hat and cape. And then look what he went on to say about the Democrats. I can't really find a video of it, but he said Democrats, you know, they basically want everybody on welfare and kick the fathers out the house. And I did agree with that because y'all know I don't give a fuck about a Republican or a Democrat at all. Because Democrats just smile in your face and give you a couple more cookies. At least the Republicans outright don't like you. So, you know, it is what it is. And then what Kanye went on to say, which was totally significant to me. He said he talked to white people all the time. And he said that they tell him, how can you like Trump? He racist. He said, if I was concerned about racism, I would have moved out of America a long time ago. You hear that shit? So that means Kanye is not concerned with racism. Let me reread that for y'all. He said, if I was concerned about racism, I would have moved out of America a long time ago. So if you're not concerned with racism, why you always talking about Kaepernick? Why you always talking about black ancestors? Why are you doing all that if you not concerned with racism? And if you was, you would have been moved out of America. You understand this little dude? And just the other day what he was wearing. Let me put a picture of that up. He was wearing a goddamn MAGA hat with a Colin Kaepernick sweater on. Are you serious, bruh? And all this about his album promotion, y'all. But why do black people have to be the butt of every little joke or just be dragged in the mud for a couple of dollars? You understand what I'm saying? Why it always gotta be us? He trolling black people. He wants you to be angry enough to check out his album because some people gonna say, oh, it's hot. And then the same people who was like, this dude a fucking coon, gonna go listen to his lame ass album and give him another stream. But why do we gotta be the fucking butt of all they jokes? You understand what I'm saying? And what he doing is further dividing black people because there's some YouTubers and all of that shit who agree with this dude. And Slim Thug as well. Remember, he was like, Kanye was right. Slavery is a choice. Get your stupid ass out of here. Probably hope that he put you on the next album. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just celebrities, it's people too. So he further dividing black people. That's what the real plan is to me. I don't really care about the rest. You understand? Because I ain't trying to be with nobody who ain't with me. But this is all about him promoting his album. Because when I went to every article, all it's saying is Kanye got an album coming up. And look what he said. Matter of fact, let me pull up the tweet, which makes you further know all this about is a promotion. And he'll drag black people through the fucking mud just to promote whatever the fuck he want to promote. Look at this goddamn tweet of him explaining why he wearing this bullshit. Now, for a dude who is not concerned with racism in America, why is he speaking to a dude who is doing something directly related to racism in America? Let's read the tweet. I stand for giving everyone a voice. Adidas giving me a voice and Nike giving Colin a voice on a big business level makes the world a more advanced place. So first of all, Colin Kaepernick been doing this since before Nike signed him, you understand? Unlike you doing this after you get signed for Adidas or when your album is coming out, first of all. And you stand for giving everybody a chance. So you would have gave Hitler a voice. You would have gave Stalin a voice. You would have gave Mansa Musa a voice. You would have gave all of them people a voice. You stand for everybody getting a voice because guess what? Them people just not a voice. They voice come with action and motherfucking murder. When they say they hate people or don't like them, it come with them being hanged, tortured, and shit like that. Not like when black people say, we'll blow this store up. No. When they say some shit, they really come for you. It's actions behind that shit. This ain't no play type shit, unlike you. But we know you speaking for corporations and shit. Nah, not like back when you was the voice of the voiceless. You remember that shit? Let's put his lyrics up right quick. And here we go. The lyrics to goddamn When It All Falls Down. The voice of the voices, Kanye. Look what he said. I say, fuck the police, that's how I treat them. We buy our way out of jail, but we can't buy freedom. For real, Kanye? We can't buy freedom, huh? But remember, slavery was a choice. So how we gonna buy freedom back? It was our choice to give up that freedom, remember? Or you changed your mind. So you develop new ideologies as you got more and more dollars or whatever the fuck you've been doing. Because we know what really go on in Hollywood. But this was the voice of the voiceless him. You heard him? He say, fuck the police. This is back when he was fuck the police. And that's how he treat them. He treat them like fuck you. Whenever he see them, this what Kanye was saying. But right now, what he talking about? Giving a voice to them policemen. Them ones who he used to treat them like fuck you. Give them a voice as to why the fuck they shooting you when you're raising a cell phone. Give them a voice for when they shooting you for eating Skittles and all of that bullshit. Or give them a voice for when they choke you to death when you got asthma. You want them to have a voice, huh? You the voice of everybody. You want everybody to have a voice. You would have gave Stalin and all them motherfuckers a voice. You the voice. You want everybody to have a goddamn voice. Let's read some more bullshit he used to say. Drug dealers buy Jordans. Crackhead buy crack. And the white man get paid off for all of that. For real? Now put his face back up. For real, Kanye? The white man get paid off for all of that, huh? What white man you think get paid off for all of that? Could it be the one you in support of with the MAGA Superman hat on? Do he get paid off all of that? Remember that? Because let's compare you to voice of the voiceless. Remember corporate voice Kanye. That's who you is, matter of fact. corporate Adidas voice Kanye versus voice of the voiceless Kanye. So voice of the voiceless Kanye say the white man get paid off all of this bullshit, the crack and the Jordans. And specifically, that link it to Nike, don't it? Off them Jordans. And let's go to corporate Kanye, who said everybody should have a voice and all of this bullshit. And slavery was a choice. That's corporate Kanye. That's Adidas Kanye. Because don't forget what the rest of that tweet said. That Adidas give him a voice and Nike give Colin Kaepernick a voice. No, you fucked up right there. Because Cap been talking that shit before Nike came to him. But you corporate Kanye. You got that album coming out and Adidas gave you a voice, huh? So you ain't got no voice without Adidas. That's what you saying, fool? You ain't got no voice without Adidas, huh? So lame ass out of here. All of this just to promote albums, y'all. Just remember, if you don't remember shit about this video, all of this shit is to promote his albums in Adidas. And he'll drag black people through a motherfucking mud tunnel to promote whatever the fuck he gotta promote. That's a fucking shame. Once again, y'all holler at me.